works. Just give me a shit. Coming up, shots fired inside Omaha Target. And later, gun thefts increase in the surrounding area.
Iowa picks up a big win on an even bigger night.
February looks to finally bring warmer temps and sunshine to Iowa City. This is DITV News at 8:30. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in live to DITV and KRUI 89.7 FM. I'm Johnny Valtman. Police shot and killed an armed man in Omaha, Nebraska yesterday afternoon. A man walked into a Target and opened fire with an AR-15. Police shot and killed the man. It was not immediately known if the man had shot at anyone when he fired multiple rounds in the store.
This can't be a gunshot. It's Target. I'm at work. I've never heard a gunshot before. It was just very surreal. And when I heard my coworker run by, I was like, oh, this is real. I have to get out. I have to get out. I have to get out.
Shoppers and employees scrambled to hide inside the store. Police said they walked multiple rounds through the store looking for victims. No injuries have been reported. Cedar Rapids Police Department is seeing an increase in firearm theft from vehicles. Those carrying firearms are leaving their weapons in plain sight inside their cars. This is happening all over the Iowa City area as well as Cedar Rapids. The only way it can be avoided is to leave your firearm somewhere secure in your vehicle while it's in your car, or the safest way, don't leave the weapon in the car while you are out of it.
One thing we're finding is that people are breaking into vehicles, and then the more people that are carrying guns and carrying weapons are leaving them in their car so they're accessible.
The increase has quadrupled since 2017 and is still on the rise. Leaving your firearm unattended in your car could be harmful to the person who took the gun and others that person could potentially harm with your weapon. That being said, be safe and responsible with your firearm. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative recently filed a lawsuit against the university for breach of contract just 3 years into their 50-year deal. The lawsuit alleges that the university has refused to make payments and revoked approvals for repairs to utility systems. A university public relations specialist, Steve Shmaduk, wrote the Daily Iowan stating, the university has been working with its utilities partner to resolve these differences. We are disappointed that our utilities partner has a different interpretation of the contract and felt the need to file a lawsuit against the university. And after bitter cold temperatures over the last couple of days, let's take a look at what February might bring us. It's been freezing walking to the studio these past couple of mornings, but February is coming to bring warmer temperatures. We're looking at a live view of campus. Today's high will reach up to 30 degrees with mostly sunny skies. The low tonight will cut in half, almost in half, as it falls down to 16. Tomorrow's high will tap out at 28 with the sun staying around. Looking at the week ahead, the sun and clouds will have a chance to get acquainted with one another with Valentine's Day right around the corner. The highs will jump around until the weekend, where highs will reach into the 40s, The highs will reach into the low 40s, like the highs will have a bad couple of days where the lows will drop down to the upper 20s and low 30s. While many were excited to hear about the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness program, there are now some who are being left out. The loan forgiveness program only applies to students who have borrowed loans before June of 2022, as the program was initiated as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic. This means that current freshmen or anyone who enrolled in the college in August of 2022 or later will not be eligible, according to the data released by the U.S. Department of Education. As of January 27th, 264,000 Iowans have applied for the program and 169,000 have been approved. Students who are ineligible will miss out on up to $20,000 of loan forgiveness. UIHC's website went down yesterday afternoon. A Russian hacking group, Killnet, claims to be responsible for taking down the website. The hospital's IT department could not confirm if the downed website was due to a cyber attack. However, Better Cyber, a cybersecurity company that monitors cyber attacks, included UIHC on a list of websites taken down. The Department of Health and Human Services alerted hospitals across the country of potential cyber attacks by the Russian hacking group. Last month, UIHC released a statement yesterday addressing the down website, but did not address the reason for why the website was down. And the Iowa City's Farmer Market has opened their applications for this year's market. The Community Loved Market will open May 6th and run through October 28th as a place for local businesses and farmers across Iowa to come sell their products. The annual event has set up high expectations for this year with the arrival of new vendors and the ones who will be returning after COVID-19 kept them away. This comes along with hoping more family-friendly and local art organizations and activities for this new year. Those interested in selling in the Iowa City Farmers Market can submit an application at the following website, managemymarket.com.
This week, House Republicans will pass a bill that will force the federal government to acknowledge what the American people already know: the pandemic is over.
The Pandemic is Over Act was approved yesterday in the United States House of Representatives. This would end public health declaration. This declaration allowed the federal government to develop COVID-19 vaccines, testings, treatments, and offer them for free during the pandemic. This comes after the Biden administration said it will end COVID-19 emergency declarations on May 11th. Republicans are pushing for this to happen immediately. The act is unlikely to pass in the Senate, and President Biden will likely veto the legislation. A proposed bill in the Iowa legislature may take power away from local governments to make buildings and housing design standards. The bill, if passed, would stop Iowa City from making standards that allow neighborhoods to be diverse and unique. Some City of Iowa City officials have expressed disappointment with the bill. Iowa City Mayor Pro Tem Megan Alters said, quote, "This is going to impact so many communities at a time when Iowa itself is struggling to keep people. If the community is weakened through not very good neighborhoods or the development is just sort of pushed in, that's going to have ramifications for years to come." Some officials say the bill appears to benefit the wealthy, as private-owned housing covenants would be exempt from the bill. Now let's send it over to DITV Sports with Max von Gries.
Thanks, Johnny. And the Iowa men's basketball team hit the hardwood last night against Northwestern, honoring an Iowa legend. DITV sports reporter Vivian Samowski has more on what last night meant to the Iowa basketball program and how the Hawks performed.
The Iowa men's basketball team added another win to their week as they defeated Northwestern 86-70. This was a big night for Iowa as they were celebrating Chris Street and remembering 30 years of number 40.
It's bigger than this team. Anybody that wore that jersey before takes great pride, and there was no greater example than Chris Street of what an athlete should be, what a teammate should be, what a competitor should be.
Right from tip-off, Iowa had a tough time trying to stay with the Wildcats as they could not finish shots and were unable to capitalize from the free throw line. The Hawks struggled from around the three-point line as well as they finished 10 of 21 from beyond the arc. As the second half came around, Iowa took over, outscoring the Wildcats 47-31. The team's chemistry really clicked this second half as the team efficiently grabbed rebounds, took smarter shots, and finished strong at the basket. Peyton Sanford brought some energy coming off the bench as he was 5 for 7 from 3. He also had a rare 6-point play, getting fouled at the three-point line right as Northwestern's head coach was called for a technical. Fran McCaffrey also got teed up earlier in the first half, and this set Carver Hawkeye Arena on fire. Sanford and Philip Rabacha both ended the game with 20 points, making them the leading scorers for the night. Iowa will play Illinois once again at home this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. From Carver Hawkeye Arena, I'm Vivian Samaski, DITV Sports.
And the Iowa women's basketball team hosts 8th-ranked Maryland tomorrow night. The Hawkeyes will look to continue their hot streak as they have won 6 straight and are looking to make it 7. The Maryland Terrapins are playing phenomenal as well as they come into Iowa City winning 5 in a row and only having lost 1 away game this entire season. However, has a challenge ever stopped Caitlin Clark? The triple-double machine this season has led the Iowa team to outstanding numbers. Collectively, 27 points and 8 assists per game, also totaling a near 50% field goal average. Both teams have a tough task, but a packed crowd will get to see it unfold. The tip-off is set for 7:30 p.m. And the recognition from across the nation for star forward Chris Murray continues, as Murray was recently named to the Wooden Award late season top 20 watch list. The Cedar Rapids native is averaging a team-leading 21 points and 9 rebounds per game, a big increase in his role and production from last year by a whopping 12 more points per game, let alone just this season. Murray has also scored 30 or more points 4 times this season and is one of only 11 other players nationally with 4 or more 30-point performances in the nation. Iowa gets back to action this Saturday as they face Illinois for the Black and Gold Spirit game at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And just like Chris Murray, Caitlin Clark and Monica Sonano have also been named to the Wooden Award late season watch list. Sonano is averaging 18 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and also 2 assists per game. Meanwhile, Clark is leading the Hawkeyes, averaging 27 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, to go along with 8 assists per game. Clark recently achieved her 8th triple-double of her career, which is 3rd most in NCAA history. The duo were also the first pair of teammates to reach 2,000 career points each and was the first in Big Ten history. They're set to battle Maryland tomorrow on ESPN. Come back on Friday for everything Hawkeye sports. Back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Bax. Checking back in with your weather forecast. Temperatures are a whopping 10 degrees right now with a real feel of -2 degrees, and it does feel like that. The high today will soar up into the 30s and lows will drop down into the teens. And with Valentine's Day this month, if you don't have a Valentine, don't worry. These weather-related pickup lines will warm anyone up to you. First one is, how's it going, sunshine? You've been a twister on my mind. I'm no snowman, but you melt me away. No wonder it's cloudy. All the color is in your eyes. And my personal favorite, you remind me of a thunderstorm. Positively striking. These may or may not work, but you could be the sunshine on someone's cloudy day. And keep your eyes peeled this week for a green light in the sky, a green comet that hasn't been seen in what is believed to be nearly 50,000 years is going to pass by the Earth. The comet will come closest to Earth today and tomorrow. The comet orbits in the outer reaches of the solar system and explain why it's taken so long for it to pass by again. You can catch a glimpse of the phenomenon if you look in the night sky toward the North Star. And before we go, we got news this morning that 7-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady is retiring from the NFL. Brady, who has played 22 seasons and has won 3 MVPs, is finally stepping away from the game. And thank you for tuning in to DITV News and listening to KRUI 89.7 FM. Be sure to head over to thedailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. And check out more of our content on thedailyiowan.com/DITV. For DITV News, I'm Johnny Valtman. Have a great day.